Welcome to the Canceled Cast, the show that we canceled quite a long time ago. I'm your host for today, Moose. Today, joining us, we got Rack, we got Omri, and we got Logan. You know, and with the end of the PS4, Sucker Punch just released their biggest game yet. They started their journey with the PS4 off with Infamous Second Son. Haven't heard from them since, and they dropped Ghost of Tsushima. So, you know, John here has beat the game already because John doesn't give a flying fuck about anything.
Forget platinum.
Yeah, that too. But so what's your overall thoughts about this game, John?
I
Fuck
actually
everyone else.
I thought it was gonna be like a Sekiro clone, but it's literally like a whole Sekiro open world game where it's basically like you're in a whole samurai. You're basically like a samurai in a whole open world, and it feels great. You know, it's like there's no map or anything. You're just following the wind, and it's literally you're following the dang wind. So it's like, oh, the wind brought me to this destination. Oh, there's a animal show me show me where to go now. It's like, where's animal gonna show me? Oh, there's your enemy camp. It's literally just no map is making it more fun, you know?
I think for like my experience, I'm not sure if like Omri or Logan can agree with this, but like to me this game is more so like uh, an enhanced version of Breath of the Wild in a way, because like it's like I can go however I fucking want to. Like there's still a linear story, but like the way I can approach like what I do and how I do it is all up to me. Like I don't have to do every fucking mission. I can just fucking speed run through the game if I choose to. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah, the game really like it rewards you just for taking the time to explore. I know me and Moose talked about this before, where it's like if you're just a person who in open world games you just fast travel everywhere, it's hard for you to get your upgrades. It's hard for you to like figure things out. You know what I mean? Well, like in order for you to find those hidden areas without looking at a guide, you kind of just have to wander, or at least ride your horse to each objective as like the birds and stuff come in. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I did stumble on like fox dens without needing a fox and stuff. That happened a couple times. It was just randomly me just exploring. I was able to find that junk. But like, if you're the type of person that just you don't have the patience or whatever, you can't vibe with it, then yeah, I feel like it'll make it steeper. Kind of how it is with Breath of the Wild, though. Like you were saying before, it's like the game points out certain locations that it makes it like really eye catching. And with Breath of the Wild, it kind of did it with like super tall environments that pops out from a distance. While Ghost of Tsushima does it with color. I think that's really cool. Like
Yeah.
certain areas, like this mountain has like purple flowers, or this one has red flowers, this one has white and yellow. Like I remember I saw like a mountain with a tree at the top. I didn't even know like those were like the Shinto shrines at first, but I saw it and I was like, okay, I gotta go there because that looks fire. You know what I mean? And I found like a whole quest line and everything just from doing that, and like that's pretty cool. So they have so much detail just packed in. It's just a small open world, which is nice.
My favorite thing about this game, like so far, like me being still at the beginning, is there's no actual level system. It's really just it's your like how Sekiro is basically, oh, you got to be good at this game to play this game.
Right.
It follows the same
Yeah.
principle, but like in a more simpler manner. If you like like, like the other day I got stuck at like this fucking camp because like there's too many fucking enemies and I didn't have the necessary skills to take on this camp. It's not like I couldn't defeat them. It was just I just wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
But it's no like artificial level capping in this game, and I really appreciate that. Like,
And like Moose to like build on what you're saying, like really it's really how you want to tackle any it's really how you just want to tackle how you want to do your engagements. It's like I was just doing stuff just to do it, you know? It was like, oh well, I know I can just run in there and just do it like I can just run in there and just fight everybody when everybody's seeing me. Or I can just run in there and go out, just do it all stealthily. Or I can just do a combination of both, you know? Or I can just do it from like a distance with a bow or something, you know? So it's really just how you just want to do, like your engagements, because it's like it's so they just it is so much detail. It's like you can just like go outside of a house through the vents. You can go outside of a house through a roof hatch. It's so much. It's just like so little. It's the little things,
Mhm.
Comparing that to like the main comparison that this game has is how it compares to Assassin's Creed, because the main thing we've all wanted from Assassin's Creed for like what the past 10-15 years is put it in Japan. That's all we fucking wanted.
Mhm.
And like the fact that this game
Hmm.
does everything that Assassin's Creed does but somehow better at it, like the RPG elements in this game like feel more like an RPG element, whereas with Assassin's Creed, it just feels like an artificial level cap. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, because with Assassin's Creed, like they added RPG elements with Origins and Odyssey, but it's really just artificial damage numbers. And a lot of enemies, they're not really hard. They just have high health. You know what I mean? Their health bars are just super high. So it's like it's not the same as if, like in this game, you fight higher tier Mongols and you actually feel like they're actually stronger because they'll counter your moves and do
Right.
different things. Like they actually start reading you. While
Right.
like me playing Origins, not Origins, Odyssey, I played on like the hardest difficulty, but really it just felt like I was just weak damage number wise, not skill wise. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like they both had the opportunity to make their games to an RPG. And Ghost of Tsushima was like, okay, let's just have it so you like level up your armor and stuff, not your person. So your armor gives you more skills, while you already have the base kind of skills that you need for all your armor anyway. While Assassin's Creed is like, oh, you need your armor to do this, but at the same time, if you're weak, you're just weak. Bro. I don't know what to tell you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's like, oh, like what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
And plus, like, there's a technique system too. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
let's say, like you said, Odyssey, there's no techniques. There's like your character is a master level sword fighter already off rip,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and to go to Tsushima, your ass.
it,
It's literally off rip. You're just ass.
Yeah, cause your dude is like, it's like he's not like just straight up just trash. He just like literally just an average samurai, bro. Like
Yeah.
like all he has is one stance. He does that one move. You know what I mean? Like he literally,
Exactly.
like your whole setup is like, you're a master, but at the same time you have much to learn, bro. Like yeah,
Exactly.
God, like it's like
Yeah.
he's a good samurai, but the game doesn't need you to be a good samurai, bro. It needs you to be the ghost, you know?
It needs you to be a legend, not
Exactly,
not
man.
not just a samurai, a
A
legend.
legend, bro. Exactly, man. That's what I'm saying. Cause yeah, like in Odyssey and stuff, the way you fight in that game, you fight the same. Your combat style will always be the same, basically animation wise, from the beginning to the end. Only thing that's different is your techniques. While Ghost of Tsushima, like depending on your fighting style, you have different moves that you actually use and stuff. And I
and
really like it that some moves you cannot get unless you do that quest. You know what I mean? Like you can't get like a certain like weapon unless you do a certain quest. You know what I mean? They tell you ahead of time, which is what I like. But at the same time, it's like if you don't go out of your way to do side quests, you're like limiting yourself basically.
can we talk about that too though? Like,
Yeah,
cause like in most games, the thing I fucking hate is like having mandatory like shit that I have to do, and then like optional shit that's not really rewarding. Whereas this game will tell you what you're gonna get out of this mission ahead of time. So if
yeah.
it's like a little small side quest, it's up to you about like whether or not you want to it's up to you whether or not you want to, what do you call it?
You want to do it, you can just like hold off on it or just
Mm.
not do it at all if you don't want to. It's like, oh, it's like you got two options for missions. Which one are you gonna do today? You got this one mission that gives you like a major XP boost, but it also gives you some like legendary crafting items. Or this other one just gives you like a small XP boost, but like you might get some supplies out of it. So like being able to know ahead of time is good. Cause I feel like if you're like the average person and you're always busy, you're working a lot. Every time you play an open world game, you're gonna have specific things that you want to do. So this game kind of makes it so easier for somebody who's always busy to take the time to play it. You know what I mean? So for that aspect, I think it's like really good with the okay, I just want to do this one mission. That's it. Then you feel okay, I'm not wasting my time. I know during the school year before all this crazy stuff happened, that's how it was for me for a while. Open world games, because it's like okay, I don't want to do pointless missions right now. I want to do just the big stuff because I just have a little bit of time. You know what I mean?
And I like how it's sectioned off, like, these are the main quests, these are like the side main quests following your companions, and
Yeah,
these are like, what do
the
you call it?
side
The
quest.
the actual side quests.
Yeah.
Extra
Yeah.
side quest.
These like the
Mhm.
activities can do too.
Yeah, exactly. But I like it though because it's like when you do it, like the true side quest, it's just one mission and that's it. But they're really good though. Like I really want to say that the side quests on here are on Witcher levels of writing, or at least like close to it. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll say they're actually next to it because
Yeah,
it's like there's so much of a one-off there. It's like, well, and actually you can actually see the character when you send them off. It's like you can meet the back up with them like,
yeah. So
thank
I
you,
like that, John.
thank
Like
you.
Yeah.
not even just that. Like the reason why. Like so when I started this game, I played it with the Japanese option, right? So I
Right,
was like, okay, we're in Japan. I want to get the full experience. But I changed it to English because my only gripe with this game
bro.
is because the subtitles in the open world are not there. So if you want world building, you cannot use the Japanese function unless you speak Japanese. Like John, there's so many like conversations that the people will have about you specifically and the people that you kill and like their opinions on the war and stuff like that you won't hear unless you have that. That's my only gripe with the game. I really wish that Sucker Punch could do an update where they give subtitles to all the NPCs in the world. Because for cutscenes, it's there. You know what I mean? It's cool. But if it's
E-
not a cutscene, bro, if it's not a story moment, you would not get any subtitles whatsoever, no matter which version you play.
Even though this game is my game of the year, there are a couple things I have issues with. The whole subtitles not matching up with the lip syncs for Japanese. I was kind of fine with, I don't really pay attention to that sort of stuff anyways. But like with combat, there are some tweaks that need to be done in terms of like just cameras and shit. Cause like the fact that the camera doesn't really focus on, I get why they didn't, but the fact that the camera doesn't really follow you when you're in combat, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Like
I was kind of wishing for a lock on system.
Yeah, and
Like,
that's one thing I was
It felt
getting
really
to.
weird not having one.
yeah,
I
and,
went
and you remember that first sequence of fighting and it showed like it was telling you about the enemy attacking and you had to hit
that
aim at
blue
that enemy and hit square
that
and
blue sequence.
something yeah,
You gotta,
something
bro,
like that never
you
showed
gotta
up
move, yeah,
again.
you gotta move the stick to that enemy, and then you gotta attack them in order to go. You know what you mean. It's like whatever angle your enemy is, you gotta move that stick towards them in order to make it work. Which makes sense, but it's like
It's
it's
never
still
expanded upon.
it's still weird, and they only tell you that one time. Which I don't really
Yeah.
mind, but I feel like
I
if you're a
don't
person who's
remember it.
not
That's
used
the
to that,
thing.
yeah, I remember because it's like it was out of nowhere on the
Yeah,
first mission where like you're fighting the invaders and junk.
like you guys telling me, I don't even know what you guys
Yeah,
talking about.
I mean,
It
Yeah, it was
you
like
be
at the
running the game,
beginning of the
bro.
game.
I think it's supposed to be expanded with like the kunai system, because like how you throw your kunais, you press R1, time kind of freezes for a second, and you can kind of aim,
Can?
Yeah.
Huh?
kind of.
I don't even do that. I just
Yeah,
look
I
at the
mean, if
charge
you
and
looking at them,
interface.
And
It
I
I'm
don't
like,
even
you know
look at it. I'm
what?
just throw all these kunai on, and I'm
Yeah,
like, oh, I die.
I
yeah,
just
I'm
move
just
towards
aiming the
and throw
analog
up.
at the left analog at them.
No, I hate tapping R1 with the kunais, and then it falls on the guy I don't want to hit, like the
Oh,
guy I can take down super easily.
yeah, because it's a free kill.
Oh yeah.
Man, I just really like this game has really like high combat potential, and I like that so much. Like as soon as I saw the game about to get released, I knew that it was like this is one of those games where, like Devil May Cry and other games, where if you master the combat system, you could pull off some crazy maneuvers. And even if you don't master it at all, like even if you know how to do the basic stuff, you're still able to do some crazy things. You know what I mean?
Eh,
Like,
Yeah.
One thing I appreciate about this game's combat system is like like I don't know how to really explain it, but like the combat system isn't that like too deep, but like everyone can really have a unique kind of way of playing, like how you fight and stuff.
I
Because
mean, yeah,
like
'cause it caters to both parties. Like, the samurai, which is the action oriented one, and the ghost, which is like, you're just trying to be stealthy. I do feel like that like the stealth elements are good,
but not
but
great.
it could be better. It's like they hit the bare minimum, not in a bad way. It's like they do a good job with the stealth. It does everything that it should, but I feel like it could do something else to make it more creative. Like the samurai has the standoff, and you have like all these different fighting styles for stuff. Like I feel like if you gave us like just more tools or something, I don't know, or like
Well,
more like stealth techniques or something.
But that's not Jin's way, bro.
what I found out about the stealth is if you
Mhm.
upgrade your hearing all the way up, stealth becomes so much better and fun. But I know what you're saying though, because stealth is
Yeah,
lacking. But as soon as you upgrade your hearing, it's like, oh, I can see everybody and do stuff
yeah.
that way. You know?
I think I just wanted more
Yeah.
like I think I wanted more like dishonored moments. That's what I guess I'm gonna call it.
Yeah,
Whereas like, cause like remember how you were saying before, John, how if your enemies are in the house, yeah, you can either go through the front door, you can climb under the house, you can go through a window, you can climb through the roof. Like
right.
It's
I
just
wanted more of that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Where it's
yeah.
like, okay, I'm about to creep through here. Like all the enemies are outside half the time, and even then, like only like one or two people are in the house at a given camp. So it's like it makes it hard for you to just feel like you're being a savage, you know?
like they have a good setup for improv moments,
Hmm.
but not the
Great.
like it's not being implemented to its full potential. Because like the
Yeah.
way the maps are like at least like like the fucking camps are layered out, there's like several ways to approach it.
Hmm.
But like
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like once stealth gets busted, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah. It's like once you get caught, it's like you can go high, but it's like by the time you get caught, you might as well just like the way the game is set up. Like fighting is the easiest answer,
Yeah,
and stuff is the hard way to do it. But it's like more rewarding because it just feels fun. You know what I mean? So it's like the hard way doesn't work. I'm gonna just kill him with my sword, bro. I don't care. You know what I mean? That's how it always went for me. I never ran away. In other
I did
games,
the
I probably
opposite.
would want to run away, but like I was like, I'm just killing him. A lot of times, like once I start playing for real and get like hype off of it, I don't even like sneak anymore. Sometimes I'll just run into the campus and we do a stand up and start murking
N-
everybody, bro.
Nah, I think I went to a camp that I'm too early in the game to really fight on because there's like 50 or 60 enemies. And the moment you start a standoff, everybody in the camp starts coming after you.
Oh yeah, that's if you're not ready. But I'll be
Hey,
ready though, you know.
Yeah,
I
like
don't play around with
I
the
that.
literally do the
samurai is
opposite.
always ready.
I literally just do
Hmm.
standoffs. Then once I get the whole camp hot, I just throw a smoke bomb down and just go in the camp stealthily. You know?
Yeah, or you can do a smoke bomb and do the chain assassination.
Yeah, and yeah, that's literally what I be doing.
Yeah, because the
Me
smoke
figuring
bomb is actually the strongest weapon in the game.
me
Yeah,
figuring out how to do multiple standoffs was a pain in my ass. Cause I don't like because the tutorial doesn't really go too deep into it.
yeah. It's really the first one. Once you get the first one
Yeah,
down, the other one's hard, easy. But the first one, you gotta figure out the fake out, if he fakes out at all.
Ah, bro, I hate that.
Yeah,
Like whenever
if
I
he
do a
don't fake out,
standoff, I don't even look at the enemy. I look like above the enemy, and I wait till they actually like start moving towards me. Cause they, like this one dude, like he did a flinch 3 times, and we were just waiting there, bro. I was like, are you
yeah.
serious? I
No,
was like, are you serious?
bro. I had someone do something like that, but they did it in a bush, and so I couldn't even see if they was
Oh, you
attacking or
can't even
not.
see him.
And I was like, oh my god,
Ah,
I
he
can't even
got
tell if they
cooked.
attacking or not.
He
It was
got
in a
cooked.
bush.
Exactly. The game was like, nah. Like high key though, the game bugged out on me one time for a standoff, and it was hilarious. I should have saved that clip, bro. I think I'd be dying. So basically, I was in a standoff. The dude was like 5 feet away, and he did not move. He was just standing there, bro. I had to hit first and see that L, bro. Like he did not move. I waited for like 3 minutes, bro. I was like, oh, he bugged out, man. That joke had me dying.
Well, I think that happened to me, bro. Cause I failed a standoff,
Yeah,
and I was just in like the standoff animation, and all I could do is press a square triangle, and he always deflected.
because
so
you're
you
not meant because you're not meant to fail, bro.
exactly. They're like, no, do it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
Nah,
Do it
You just
again.
kept deflecting.
Exactly. Trying to ham this man, bro. They said, nope, do it again, bro. Keep trying.
the one thing I don't understand about Jin's character is how like he views stealth kills as like actually committing murder, like how we treat murdering someone. Like you know,
No,
he's
it's just their culture. I mean, you gotta remember. I mean, you'll understand it more with the story, but like you know that like his uncle really drove that into his like soul. You know what I mean? Like Jin's dad was more like chill. Like he's more how Jin is now, right? Where he's like, oh, if I gotta do it, I gotta do it. You know, I don't care. Well, the uncle was like, no, we
Mm-hmm.
gotta be like this. So I'm saying like his whole life he was raised by a man and telling him like, oh, if you stab a dude in the back, you trifling. I hate you. Don't ever do that. Like you know what I mean? It's like, dang, okay. You know what I'm saying? That's why like it felt so hard for him to even do it in the first place because it's like his uncle was like, oh, if we kill someone like that, we're no better than them. When everyone around him is like, you know, I don't really mind. Like, you know, do what you gotta do.
like Jin's story is super simple, but it's also kind of complex in a way.
Yeah, because it's more of a spiritual battle
Yeah,
more than anything else. Because like, while the Mongols are there as a threat, I feel like the biggest threat to Jin right now is himself. Because it's really just him like accepting like, okay, I have to do this in order to save everybody.
Because
Yeah, to save his land.
Yeah,
the game is really just you gotta do what you gotta do.
yeah.
exactly.
Because like literally, if he didn't, his uncle would still be in that castle, bro. His uncle would still be messed up, starving.
So
Probably be dead.
stifling at all times.
Or
Real
something.
talk though, about this villain, bro. Like this villain is hype.
You mean
I actually,
Kodokan? Kodokan?
Kodokan
That
is
boy
fire,
that
bro.
boy got a cranium on him.
Yeah,
Kodokan, bro.
he had a baby face, bro.
Kodokan.
Nah, man. The man took a fucking sword to the face and laughed at you at the
Yeah,
very beginning of the game.
and then proceeded to play off the bridge and say, "I know he ain't died from that."
He'll
I
come
got,
back.
Bruh,
He'll be
did,
back eventually.
did anybody else try to like beat him? Because I really
yeah,
tried to beat him. I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
started
yeah.
the game and everything. I
Look,
said, hold
look,
on.
look, Logan, bro. I was giving this man hands, and I was losing. I was like, I guess I gotta lose this fight.
And
I remember.
that's how it was too. Oh, I guess
Yeah,
I lose.
facts.
It
So I
was like
remember
a
I guess I
Sekiro. You
got.
know, in Sekiro in the beginning of the game, like you can technically beat the first boss,
but
but
then
you're
he
gonna lose
beats you.
automatically. Yeah. No, the
Yeah,
problem thing is a shuriken comes in out of nowhere, and you
yeah,
lose anyway.
yeah. He just cut your arm off.
I think I'd be dying, bro. This is terrible.
Come
But yeah,
on, don't cut me like that, bruh.
I just love this villain because he's like, you think I'm a savage? This entire time, you were mastering a blading jump, bro. You know, I was learning your language, smashing your women, learning how you
Burning
live
your
and
village,
breathe.
eating
And
your
now look at
food.
you. I know how you fight. I know how you eat. I know how you do anything, bro. And now you can't do nothing unless you join me. Like this
Unless you
dude,
doing it.
he ain't just evil, bro. He's a whole manipulator. As soon as I saw him pull up, like remember when old dude tried to do that standoff?
Adachi.
Yeah, he tried to do
Dude
that
just like
standoff. He threw that oil on his face and lit him on fire.
Bruh, he let him do that, bruh. He could have ran away. He said, "What he doing?" And he
nah,
just threw
man.
Hey,
I
fire
man,
thought
on
it
him.
was
He
water,
let him
bro.
grab a torch and throw
that's
fire of him, bruh.
that's what honor does to you, man.
And gets you killed.
Gets you killed, man. Like seriously,
That's so
why you
crazy.
think why you think Jin was so quick to accept his new ways, bro? He's like, man, I ain't about to go all like that.
I'm about to do this, bruh. I ain't about to.
Exactly. That'd be messed up, man.
Really was like, yo, you're gonna get your ass beat, and Jin's like, at least I'll go out in an honorable way.
Because
Didn't die.
Yeah,
remember, bro, after Jin got body at that warfield, the first thing he did was like, I'm gonna pull up as a samurai. That didn't work. I'm a ghost now. Skip it. Like he said,
Fuck
"Can't do it
that.
one more time." This man got thrown off of a bridge. He was like 100 feet in the air, bro. And he was like, you know what? This shit like, how you survive that, bro? You got stabbed the other
I'm
day.
gonna change up.
I'm gonna switch up on y'all. Watch this, bro.
I'm gonna change up on y'all.
Jin is the OG school
You
shooter.
remember?
He not playing any games. He keep up with the shooters and everything, bro. He said, I'm ain't playing no game. My friends with me, bro.
One of my favorite side quests is that fake samurai who's like, yeah, I was there. I
The problem
survived.
is,
Oh yeah,
man, I
he
started
started
that quest.
chasing them.
I knew it was gonna happen. Cause I was like, this is just like the Witcher one, bro. But it was even better because you did a full standoff. Like he has a name card and everything.
Yeah, you
And
about to
as soon
stop
as
fighting
He
them and
just gave
everything.
up.
you pull the sword out, don't hurt me, please. So I was like, oh
Come
my
on,
The
bro.
man
Don't do
changed
it.
paths real quick, and the funniest part was everyone knew he was a fake samurai.
They
They
all
just
knew.
like,
He was funny to keep around, bro.
You just vibing.
funny to keep around,
Go
bro.
ahead and buy a fake samurai.
I almost felt bad for the man, bro. I'm like, dang, I made him homeless, bro. He had a good life here.
Hey,
Oh my god, bro.
All right.
He was on a farm surrounded by women.
Mm-hmm. My thick women at that, bro. They was feeding him too. Like, I don't blame him.
bro, there was mostly girls there, right? He was
Yeah.
clapping.
Hey man, she said he was entertaining, you know.
You know what that means?
He was doing something right.
That boy going crazy.
Crazy, man.
Hey Moose, how far are you in the game story wise?
Man, so I'm playing this exactly like how I fucking play Breath of the Wild. I'm just on my horse arriving. That's all.
I want to talk about the I want to
That-
talk about the uncle a little bit.
You can, you know, I'm probably not gonna beat the game for quite a while.
Go
'Cause,
ahead, man.
Yeah,
I
bro.
want to say after like experience the uncle after saving him, he gave me different vibes. Like
Shoot,
like
I-
that
I be
honor
hating on
stuff
Uncle
is
at all
really
times.
with him.
Yeah,
I mean, I love the uncle, but I be hating on Uncle.
it's like
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I understand why he's the way he is because he actually explains to you, you know, like and he makes sense because he literally said, you know, the island of Tsushima was like full of bandits, everybody just killing each other.
Yeah.
Like the samurai is here not just to police them, but to set an example. If we falter, that's giving them an excuse to go back to the way they were. I understand it, right? But like
Yeah.
that uncle, bro, he high key disrespectful, bro. As soon as he saw Yuna, he was like, "Who is this? A thief?"
Gutter trash thief.
Yeah, all he did was roast her, bro. Like
You know she came and saved you, right?
exactly, Jen literally said, you know, like it wasn't for her. You still be in her, right? Yeah. So what? I was like, hey, bro. Like, okay.
Okay, buddy. I might put you back.
Yeah, man. Kodokan.
Girl, Khan, you over here.
Yeah. But
Strapped up.
the uncle's cool though. But it's like I can understand his conviction. But like at the point of the story I am now, I'm not that deep into Act 2. But I already feel, I already know that him and Jen are going to get into it. I feel it. You know what I mean? Because like
Yeah,
Jen's
yeah.
whole vibe is like, okay, I gotta do what I must, or we're all gonna die. And the uncle was like, no, we gotta do this as samurai. But if I was Jen, I'm like, look, bro, we fought as samurai before. And what happened? All of our
We
men
got
died,
faded.
bro.
Jin did it like 3 times, man.
I am just that, like, just remember, all the samurai on this island is dead. It's just Jin and his uncle.
We are the last
Well, you
two.
have Lei Masako, you have Ishikawa.
Yeah, I'm saying like,
Yeah,
it's
but
like
they're not samurais.
like
I mean, they are.
legit samurai, you know, like my Matsuko's more like on the warrior side, part-time samurai, and the archer dude, he's not even a samurai anymore officially because of what he did.
And then the
Oh, yeah.
Ronins.
And Ronins are just trifling. I can't wait to kill them all, bro. It's time. High key though, the Ronin fights are really clean though. I know Moose is on that part yet. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I just got the Ronin armor.
Yeah, like I really like it. Cause like have you done any of those fights yet, Logan?
In the other fights?
No,
The
the
Ronin fights.
Ronin ones where like you know they're scattered in like the Act 2 area, and you stumble on them and jump.
Nah. Only did the one where you fight the homie.
Yeah. So I only did like 2 of the fights. One of them was like a foul dude who's like super cocky, and the other dude was like really chill. I liked him. He was like, "Look, man, I know you don't want to fight me. I don't want to fight you, but I made a promise to kill you. So whenever you're ready." I was like, "Dang."
My favorite thing,
Okay.
my favorite thing about how Jin convinced the Ronins to join him was like, "Yo, bro, you hungry?" And that was it. My man's a sold.
Trying to eat. Trying to eat. I'll eat.
And they never found food.
My man,
The nigga still hungry.
They still hungry to this day. They said, can he get a morsel, please? I really,
Please.
like the real talk though. Is like, I get it, there's a food shortage, but y'all are warriors. It's like, couldn't they like just pull up on a village and be like, look, bro, we're your bodyguards for a minute, feed us. You know what I
we
mean?
protect you. Yeah, they could have did that.
They could have did that, you know, and it would have been straight. But yeah,
That boy Rizzo not thinking, bro.
they didn't want to eat, bro. They were those picky eaters.
They not hungry.
All right. Before we wrap up this episode, there's like one more thing I absolutely want to talk about, and it's just how this game looks. Cause like visually, this is probably the best like visually pleasing game on the PS4 currently. Any objections to that?
Yeah. No, not really. Like when the game first opened up and you got to ride your horse out and start doing the open world, all I could say was damn.
Bro,
Because that shit looked nice. And he started waving his hand through the flowers. Bruh.
that first open world sequence was straight up Breath of the Wild vibes. Cause you know, like the feeling of awe and how beautiful the fucking game is. Like I love it when developers flex like their art style and like, yeah, we made this shit. Look at it.
Like, we know it's good. Come on.
we know it's good. I mean, look at it.
Exactly. Yeah, but yeah, like the art, it's like, because a lot of people were arguing, saying like, "Oh, this game doesn't look as good graphically as Last of Us 2." But I'll die by my point of
Come
if you're
on, bro.
style, you know what I mean? Like style will always last longer than realism. You
Look
know,
at Persona, man.
like Persona came out in like what 2016, 2017. They didn't even upgrade the graphics at all. They just ported it over. It still
Or
looks
like 2004
Still
Persona,
look
2003 Persona.
yeah, like the 3D models are trash, but the art is still fire. But like I was saying though, it's like the graphics are beautiful. Like the color, like I was saying before, the color palette is nice because it's like they literally was like, hey yo, we're trying to have some particle effects. How much you need? All of it, you know?
I want to see how
I want
this,
the whole system.
Yeah, I want all the particle effects. I want every object to move.
I
with the
want
light,
to
bro.
I want to see how good this game looks on the PS5, man.
Yeah, I mean, I
'Cause,
feel
like,
like for the PS5, I mean, knowing them, they'll probably upgrade the resolution, but I feel like it won't be that much of a difference, though.
unless they have ray tracing options. Because like this game with ray tracing,
I don't know, because if you implement ray tracing, you have to build it up from scratch in order to, or you know what I mean? Like you have to like redo.
oh yeah,
It'd
this
be
ga-
higher though with ray tracing. It would be beautiful, but it's like I don't know. I mean, if they did it, I'd be down to play it again. You know?
because like I know it's like what after they finished working on Infamous Second Son, which was already like Infamous Second Son was them flexing on like beginner PS4.
Yeah,
Like
like that
Yeah.
game was like literally like, okay, this is what the PS4 can do. It's literally like a 30-hour tech demo for how pretty the PS4 can be. You know what I mean?
and then Ghost of Tsushima is basically, yo, you remember
It's
what
like-
we did there?
yeah,
The
Let's
end
dial it up.
generation flex.
exactly. Like seriously, like this is what the PS4 could do back then. This is what we can do now. You know?
Yeah.
Like seriously.
I remember I wasn't that hyped for this game because like Sekiro burnt me out. And I was like, man, this is another Sekiro. You know, I was already like people were like, oh, this is the next Assassin's Creed. I was tired of Assassin's Creed, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play this because I love Sucker Punch. You know, they've been through my childhood with Sly. I played through Infamous series. You know, so it's like obviously I gotta play their next IP, and I didn't expect to get this invested into the game.
Yeah. Like the story
Yeah.
is like better than I expected it to be, you know? Like
Yeah.
seriously. Because I was like, I already knew what it was from the start. Oh, it's like, oh, I gotta give up my past or whatever in order to. No, it's deeper than that. They actually make you care about the main character. Because like you know, I normally don't care much for like the strong silent type. Jin isn't even a strong silent type. He like he shows emotion at certain times, and whenever he does, you feel bad for him. You know, because really just him trying to like hold it in order to keep going.
People were complaining about like, oh, he's not charismatic and he's just stoic. No, that's the entire point.
A samurai, bro. He
It's a
was.
samurai.
Like
It's
this is
also raised. I'm saying you cannot have no emotion, bro.
this
Like
isn't Assassin's Creed, man.
The same thing can be said for Link because in Breath of the Wild, they already say that the reason why Link is starting to express himself now in that game is because in the past he couldn't do it because of what was going on.
Yeah, the amnesia
Yeah.
the amnesia fix gave him temporary happiness.
No, it wasn't even that. It's like he realized, like, hey, yo, I don't have to hide it anymore.
Yeah,
Because
that pressure from being
being the
having a
hero,
master sword.
yeah,
Yeah.
he literally could not like. It was moments where he felt afraid, felt angry, but he was like, no, I gotta stay calm because if I show emotion, everybody gonna freak out, you know. Everybody relying on me. And I feel like Jen is in the same situation where it's like literally everything he does after he fell in battle is like, I have to do this to stop this war. I do this to stop this war. You know what I mean? Every action he does goes into that. So it's like, what you expect? What you want to do? Cry? Like, what you want him to do? Like, just get mad? Like, this dude's angry. Look at this, bro. He been mad since he was born,
My dude
bro.
burst in tears.
Yeah. He said crying ain't gonna solve my problem. I'm the last one. If he it's like the
That
situation he's in, if he dies, no one's there, bro. So it's like, yeah, I feel for that jump, bro.
And that internal struggle that he has,
Mm-hmm.
like that's part of his character. He's not showing emotions because he can't show emotions.
Yeah, I remember the first assassination I did outside of that mission, and how I did that flashback, and he was like, "I'm sorry, Uncle." I was like, "Dang." I
Yeah.
was
oh
like, "Y'all
yeah.
really tried to hand me with this one, bro." I was like, "Dang."
My
I was like, "A flash?" And it's completely like
random.
it's not like moment specific. I mean, it's moment specific, but it's not like it's like you're in a certain area, so this happens. Like no, like it's just it's just how it
Cause like,
is, bro.
cause like I think it was like a good 6 hours after I had done that mission,
Hmm.
and it was like, oh, you can stealth assassinate this guy, cause like if you know me, I go all guns out blazing most of the time. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, stealth attack. And instantly I had that flashback. And I was caught off guard because I was like, wait, this isn't a story mission. This is just me flexing.
Exactly. It's just me fighting. What happened? Like,
But
There is more. I just don't want to spoil anything, but there is
yeah,
more.
yeah, I feel bad because it's like, when you guys were talking about Kotal Khan, I couldn't say anything because I'm too like
you
too
remember being in the game.
too
Two.
at the beginning, and John can't say anything because he already beat the game. So me and him are just sitting in silence.
Yeah,
But
moving through the bro.
before we wrap this episode up, any final comments, concerns, donations?
Shoot,
Donate $5 to
Donations.
my
for a minute.
Patreon.
Well, you already know my cash app.
I mean, everybody know your Cash App. They follow you on Twitter, man.
Uh,
Every 5 seconds under Cash App. I mean, overall, the game is better than I thought it'd be, and I really wanted to play this game because I'm still waiting for Cyberpunk. I mean, me and John are in pain right now still.
Yeah, they
When
supposed
it's
to have it.
November,
They supposed
yeah.
to then have it.
man,
I was ready for April. I was ready
Like
for June.
I
that
built
game got delayed like 4 times.
I built my PC for Cyberpunk, man.
Yeah, I'm debating on like
Uh,
cancel my PS4 pre-order to buy it on PC, but that's another story. But yeah, it's a good game. It's better than I thought it'd be, and I really do think it's candidate for Game of the Year. I mean, it's not like it has much competition
yeah.
anyway. I feel like the story
Yeah,
for
ain't no games come out this year.
yeah, I
Cause
feel
what
like
else is there? Fucking
Last of Us
Cyberpunk
2.
Last of Us 2?
Last of Us 2,
and
shit.
Cyberpunk. That might get delayed
Yeah,
again. Did you hear her taking out the wall jumping things in Cyberpunk?
really?
Yeah,
Yep.
the Spider-Man crawling. Yeah, that's been gone.
Why?
Man, it's whatever.
No.
I mean, it'll probably come back. It's like that
My
game.
game mechanic.
That game is so freaking it's so big in every way. They pushed it back just to do bug fixes.
Me having I didn't even want to get on the PS4 because I feel like it's just gonna lag like crazy, man.
Essentially, yeah. It's gonna burn a hole through my PC, but it's whatever.
You said it's gonna be a new crisis.
We gotta get a new case.
But a whole new rig just for Cyberpunk exclusively.
Yeah, this is my Cyberpunk rig, My
True. You know, I got
My
the
Cyberpunk
crisis.
only rig.
my 20 gig graphics card that can barely run it.
20 gig graphics card. Can
My
it run
4K.
Bro, that's not even 4K, man. That's like 12K right there.
It's not even 12K, bro. That's just past real life. Look at that God in the eyes.
That boy seeing in the future.
Exactly.
Man, 8 gig graphics card. Well, we're getting off topic, but so any other comments?
Oh,
Nah. Keep doing
Nah.
what you're doing, sucker punk. That shit fire.
All right, well, there you have it. That is it for today, and we'll catch you guys later. Fuck off and good night.